editing Maya. I just wanted to pop on and just say this is not my new upload schedule. I just had plans. I wanted to upload another video this month. Basically I had my nose cauterized, chemically cauterized earlier this month, and it just killed me off, thrown me off. I was scarred on my face, had like a whole black thing there. I'll put a picture up here for reference. It was not nice. And I'm trying to record ahead of myself because in a couple of days I'm getting my other side chemically cauterized as well, so I'm assuming the whole thing will just be the same, maybe worse, because I get loads of nosebleeds all the time, nosebleeds galore, and I'm just kind of fed up of it. So that's where it is. Again, this is not my normal, it's every Wednesday. It's just recently it's just been a squiff because anyway, enjoy. You guessed it, we are doing a Maya Shows You Every Single One of Her Special Editions haul. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Just said what we're doing today, so there's no point repeating myself, but I have a lot of books. I am now in a book buying ban just because, one, run out of space, two, my physical TBR is just over 130 books, which is stop it, kind of awful, really bad, kind of like a bookaholic. Not a shopaholic, well I think I'm a shopaholic and a bookaholic, it's just trouble in the middle. So welcome, here's every single special edition book I have. Saying that, it's not every single one because I have got quite a few wrapped up here for a vlog, and a lot of those are special editions. That being said, I will show you every single one. Other than that, I do have some where I've pre-ordered them. So they are like from Fairy Leaves, they are from Illumicrate, some of them are from like, I think it's the Butterfly Club. Others are just like sprayed edges from like The Works, but I will try to remember to show you every single one of them. Don't really know where to start. I'm going to start from the top, work my way down, gonna be quick, gonna be fast, won't go into too much detail, like little like show haul, and then it's like done dusted, on to the next. I hope this goes well. I'm praying, you pray, we pray, let's pray together. Some of these books you might think, wow Maya, why have you got them? Just don't ask, just don't ask. I'm going to start off with my horror shelf. I mean, it's growing, it's not as dark as I'd like it to be, but it's just all the books that I'm meant to read in October, because it's like spooky dooky type of thing. First off, I have this massive, big, shiny book. It's got hundreds and hundreds of little horror tales. I haven't started them yet. I got it just after Halloween, so I'm not going to read it obviously until Halloween. So yeah, it's leather, dark green bound, obviously the really shiny edges. It's multiple short stories, so I think this is going to be like years in the making to read. I have a couple books like this, just I don't know, just a nice little edition. Recently I've acquired the Immortal Dark. This is the Feral edition. It don't come with a disc cover, this is just what it comes in. This one also I want to read in October time. I mean, yeah, you can probably read these throughout the whole year, but I feel like it's going to give dark vibes, and I also think the cover is just so beautiful. I have started to get a like classics collection, and it's not special edition per se, but the normal book doesn't look like this. Do you know what I mean? Like this right here is my vibe. So I was like, obviously I'm going to get this Dracula. I'm now trying to hunt for a nice, vibrant Frankenstein, because I really want to read Frankenstein. But yeah, this is just the Dracula one, and I think it is chef's kisses. I'm so excited to read this again in October. Next I have 8 books, and I can't hold them how I want to hold them just because there's so many of them, but I have got the Bridgerton series. Obviously it's meant to be held like this, but I'm not doing that because I will drop them and they are expensive. I'll show you them each individually, so obviously on the hardback, so you'll make a house. But yeah, I just think they're ridiculously really pretty, especially with it being like so reflective. I'll show you where I put these on my bookshelf because I really like the position of it, and I have not read a single one of these books, which is, let's not talk about it. I love this one. It'd be nice, obviously I like that picture, but it'd be nice if you opened it and it makes, I didn't know it did that. Wait, did they all do that? Oh my god. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, okay. I'm so glad I've shown you guys this because obviously I wasn't aware. I am legit the happiest girl alive right now. I can't even cope. Oh, how have I never noticed this, and how have I never seen people talk about this online? Does everyone else not know this? Mind blown, absolutely mind blown. Wow. But yeah, those, I bought those all at once, and I think they were like £140 or £50. It's not that expensive since it's £8, but all at once it's expensive, and it's really bad to say I haven't read a single one of them. You're surprised. All of these books are just from, you see how I've got this here? I don't know if you can see it, but I've got one on that side there. So it's just like my special edition sprayed edges shelf ×2. I haven't read half of these, but yeah, so there's To Cage God. These are all Fairy Loot and Elima crates, and the books all have shiny editions. I haven't read this one, which is funny. Sorcery and Small Magics. Yep. Again, have not read this one. The Rose Bargain. Beautiful book. Really beautiful cover. Now that I'm aware of this, I'm going to show you all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is sexy right there. That's kind of porn worthy. Do you know what I mean? So I have not read that. Who's surprised? This one I have read. The Night Ends With Fire. It's a Mulan retelling, and it was good. Mushu. It's like if Mushu and Mulan don't get along, and he's sassy and he's a bit devious. That was fun. This one isn't as pretty as the rest. I mean, yeah, the sprayed edges is nice, but it's not even like it has the dragon's head on there. I'm hoping when the second one comes out, it might be a little bit more pretty and you can join up and then they have like a nice dragon image, don't know. These two I have read. So there's Ghostsmith and Bonesmith, which I have read, and I love these editions. Obsessed with these books. I think I read these like one after the other. I really liked these. I just thought it was such a good story, and it just really I was there. And then Ghostsmith again has that picture on it. The lower you go on my bookshelf, so like that shelf below and the one below that is my list of books where I haven't read it or I have read it. So there's not really decorational purposes, are just because you can't see them and they're not that pretty. So I do have The Fragile Threads of Power, which is a really small book. So this is the normal size of a hardback, so they're just awkward size. I bought this from America. I think it wasn't in the UK and the shipping was a bit pricey, and I still haven't read it, and I think it's been a year and a half, but it's pretty, you know. Hello, it's pretty. But the one thing I'm currently obsessed with is it's got this like bluey silver shine to it, and I also really like the inner art. I just think it's beautiful, but again, I have not read that. I mean, these other two books I haven't read. This one's The Caution of Bristol Keats, and it's just the Waterstones edition. Nothing special. I mean, yes, all books are special, but it's not the Fairy Lit one, which I'll try and find a picture and put it here, because this one is, mwah, chef's kisses, it is stunning. So nice. But yeah, I have not read this one. I've read half of this one. This is Swordcatcher. I have read that much of it like 6 months ago, and I have not restarted it. I've even got it on my Kindle, so there's no excuse why I haven't read this one, but I haven't read it. It's the Fairy Loot edition. I I think the one thing I'm kind of obsessed about this is just that. Like, that is just really, really well made. The fact that it makes it look like it's in the distance as well. Really like that. On the last shelf at the bottom, I randomly have Checkmate by Ali Hazelwood. I love this cover and I loved this book. I love books about chess. I love things about chess. And then I think the one thing that I'm obsessed with is the cover. It's got a quote from the book. I mean, I know there's more. There's like 6 of these in total. But I got this from the Afterlight edition when I was still subscribed, and because it was a new release and you don't need to read any of the others to read this one, I got that one. But since then, I know that Afterlight released all the other Ali Hazelwood books in this type of format, and I was thinking, but since then I kind of lost my love for Ali Hazelwood. This one to me is still top tier. I love this story, but all the rest of him, is it Ali Hazelwood? Yeah, all the rest of him, like Bride, I don't really like. Yeah, so I'm probably not going to get the rest of it. I'm just going to stick with that one. And then I do have Under the Oak Tree, which originally is a manga, which I have read. Completely different to the manga itself. This book had a lot of smut in there. God damn, there's a lot of smut in there compared to the manga. Still good though. Like, kind of, not insta-lovey, but it was, yeah. We're back at the top, so this is my romance shelf. I mean, I do have some more romance there, but on that shelf I do have Little Women. This is from Homestead, same as the Dracula one, and it's not really the best at showing it because it's insanely bright, but it's that like leather bound backs again, and I just think it's beautiful. Yeah, I want to read more classics this year, so this is what the type edition in Frankenstein that I really want, because stunning. And then I do have 2 paperbacks. I mean, one of them isn't really a special edition. It's got sprayed edges. I got this from the TikTok shop. Yeah, it's just sprayed edges, and I've never seen this. So it's called The Last Bookstore on Earth. It is a lesbian romance. I'm assuming that there's been like a zombie apocalypse or something. I actually don't know anything about it. I just thought the concept is top tier. Really looking forward to that one. And then I do have all 3 of these ones, but this is the only one in that shelf. This is the Twin Crowns. Yep, Twin Crowns book, and I don't know if this is the 3rd or the 2nd. I don't know. But yeah, it's just got the paperback sprayed edges from Waterstones, I believe. Again, I do have the other 2 which you will see at some point, but it just wasn't in that shelf. Now we've gone into this shelf. Again, it's just all sprayed edges from, mostly from Waterstones, these, not from William Recruit because they're quite new. But I do have Immortal, and this one is one of my prettiest sprayed edges. Like, this is just stunning. I absolutely love this. And then it's got nothing on there because this is the Waterstones. I've just realised. This one's a very, this is The Girl of No Reflection. I love koi fish. Koi fish, I've actually got a tat of a koi fish, so I find this really, really pretty. But that is just really, really nice to look at. And then it has a mirror on the front, and I believe it's a cracked mirror on the back. Yeah. Which, you know, that's a real cool concept. It's not good enough to see yourself in it, but I can see my rough face. Like, it goes from being silver to like this yellowy orange colour. Have not read this one. Have not read this one. If Ever So Black, I have read this one. This one was a Fairyloot one, and it was alright. I wasn't obsessed with it. I think I liked the concept more than the actual story, like, plot itself. But this does cover. So nice. When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker, I have read. This is the Fairyloot edition. I stayed up. I was in like the queue to get this book for like 8 hours, and I'm not even kidding. I read this book before I got this. That's how I know I was willing to actually stay in the queue for so long. I've met the author, got a picture of her. I don't know where the picture is. It's somewhere. I'll put it up here. It was really nice to meet. It was a lovely person. And yeah, this is honestly stunning. I cannot wait for the second one. The Teller of Small Fortunes. Yep. This is a really cute, pretty edition with special the cat and tea. It's not as large as all the rest of the ones. This is a Fairy Loot, and it's just so cute. And I think the one thing that I'm obsessed with, does the back have a different, oh it does, let me show you. Haven't read that one. A Language of Dragons. Yep, this one's like dark and I like it. Fairy Loot one, I have not read this one, and not the images all the way around as well. And then the last one on this shelf, which I have not read, what is this called? For She Is Wrath. It's got like that velvety dust cover touch. Exactly the same as the dust cover. Not a clue what this is. It's my monthly subscription, so most of these books I don't know what they're about. I didn't choose them, they just got delivered, which I'm more than happy to take. I'm expecting this month's Fairy Loot to come soon though. It's been delayed, so I haven't received the March one yet because there was delay in production. So I'm quite excited to see that one. So excited. It should be soon. It should be very, very soon. We'll see. My Magnolia Park shelf, which is, as you can see, just there with my Grumpy Frog and then my Albie Bumblebee. It's a little gap there. These ones have a place in my heart and they are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, with a quote on the back, and then the inside has got images of everything that happened in the book. Read them on Kindle Unlimited and then bought these books, and then these special editions came out. Only 3 of them has come out though, which is a little upsetting. I'm still waiting for the Daisy Hates ones to come out, so that's the first one. And then The Long Way Home. These 2 books are just big. Long Way Home, again with a quote on the back. And then this beautiful pictures. What is that middle one? Oh. Yes. And then Into the Darkness, which is brutal and chonky. This one is Stun. Very Stun. So yeah, I'm waiting on the rest of them, which I will then add to my collection, but currently these are from Waterstones, and these are the only ones that are out. I just think they're nice, and just the colour, his palette is just chef's kiss. The shelf below is the one I'm currently on, this one, which is just all unread books, so there's no like design about it. The first one is The Gods Below. This is a Fairy Lit one, and it's got loads of like diamonds, is it diamonds? Gems with snakes on it. Do not have a clue what this is about. Absolutely not a clue. It's got a guy with wings, which is interesting. I'm not obsessed with that. This one I'm so excited for. So this is the Fairy Loot one, I believe. I'm not sure. Illimicrate? Hello? Don't know, but I read of the Lives of Puppets from this author, and that story has stuck with me for such a long time. And there was this one, and it was on Vinted, and it was on sale, and I was like, I'm getting that straight to my basket and bought it straight away. It's just, so he always does books about gay men, and the story is just ridiculously bittersweet. It's so nice to read. It's got such a pure romance in there, and the world building itself is ridiculously good. And I'm honest saying this, and because I've read one of his books, and I do have 2 special editions of them, which I'm assuming we'll get to soon. The next one, I haven't read both of those, but this one is our Infinite Fates. This one I read from Waterstones, and it's like lightning. The sprayed edges is kind of not the best, but that really is, and it's just really pretty. Haven't read that one. The last one is Cruel is the light, and this is the Waterstones one. This is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's got like the cosmic stars there, really, really nice. The other side of the dust cover is also very beautiful as well. I just preferred, this is the average dust cover, I think. I just preferred the other one on the outside of it. Shall I show you the actual book itself? Because wow, wowee wowee is all I can say to that, wowee. And then the inners is very, very pretty. Have not read that one. All these I have read, which is really nice to get to, and it's really nice to say. All the books that I'm not physically like wanting to display at the top are all on the bottom. Again, a mixture with ones I've read and ones that I haven't. But luckily this whole shelf is ones I have done. So if I have to be haunted, God, I completely forgot that was a word there. This was like one of the first special editions I ever bought, and it's cute. Like I can't get rid of the story, I really can't. I have tried getting rid of this multiple times, but every time I'm about to upload it, I cop out. I really, really cop out. I just find this, don't know, just got a place in my heart. Story was wild, cute. There you go. In the Lives of Puppets. Right, okay, correction, sorry. Yeah, so I read the standard edition, I believe it was, and then I saw this and I was like, I have to get both of the covers, just because the art is so different. Let me see if I can find it actually. There you go. So this is the special edition and this is the standard one. Do you know what I mean? Like the houses and the trees are completely different and I can't get rid of them. I really can't. Like, they're just so different. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I better face my boyfriend, he'll be like, exactly the same. But you girls know. They are completely different. So yeah, I've read that one. I've read all these, just said that. The Forest Grimm, which I recently just read, and it was a really fun retelling. I really enjoyed it. And the art style is just chef's kisses. Really, really enjoyed this. This is the Fairylit one, and I bought this off of Vinted as well. I mean, this dust cover underneath is really pretty, but it's just a little bit too dark for the type of display I want. Trying to show you it so it's not blinded by the light and the window. Like, it's very, very pretty, but it's just too dark. Like, if it was red or orange or any other colour than brownie red, then straight in my basket. But yeah, currently we're just going to stick with this one. I mean, it's still really nice. Then A Tempest of Tea. I am not obsessed with this special edition, but I really, really like the story plot. Honestly, so much. And I loved the insides. Absolutely love them. What is the outside of this book? Okay, the outside of the book is better, but it's still not, it don't capture the story. The story is so much better than how it looks. And same with this one, Some Desperate Glory. So I don't really like, well, I thought I didn't really like space books. Turns out I love them. This is how it looks, and that's why I just didn't want to read it. This is my Lumacrit. I used to have a Lumacrit and now I have Fairylit. It's just boring. And why is it so shiny? It doesn't, the book itself is better. It's got a quote, but that's just it. I mean, I probably got this 3 years ago, so unless Fairylit has developed since then, this is shocking. Absolutely shocking. The story is so much more intense, so much more detailed than what this, they could have done so much better. A little bit disappointed in that one. The Jessard Air. The story is just, because I've read these, I can now like explain how bad these covers are for the story, because this doesn't take part in what the story is, and I just feel they could have done so much better in this book. Yeah, love the story, not obsessed with the cover itself. So at some point I probably might be debating whether to get rid of it, because And this one I loved. A Fate Inked in Blood. Yes, I love this. I hate this. Again, could have done so much better. But the actual book itself is beautiful. And then I think it's got a different one on the back. Yep. Honestly, beautiful. When I was reading this book, I was hooked. But the book itself is probably my most favourite out of all the books I've got. It is stunning. Don't have anywhere to put it, like, for display. I used to display it all the time on my top shelf. I had a rainbow theme, and that was beautiful at the time, but I've kind of outgrown that. Yeah, really, really, really like that so much. Looking for my romance section just there, and they're all paper. That's going to fall in a second, but they're all paperbacks, so they're mostly from Waterstones or The Works. Most of them are recent from The Works, but I do have the Strawberry Patch Pancake House. I haven't actually read the other two, but I really liked the edition on that. I mean, the rest of it's just kind of standard, but I do have these two on my Kindle, so I'm trying to hunt down the Works editions of these ones because I really, really want them. And I just like the fact these strawberries are just so cute. I do have The Night in Question, which annoyingly I didn't know about, is the second in the series, so I can't go on to this one. That's the first one. Hello there. Yeah, I mean, really cute. Just did do my research buying it. First time caller is new, and I went to 3 The Works shops to find this because I really, really wanted it. It would have been really upsetting and really depressing on my life if I couldn't find that. So really happy with that one, and the fact that it's shiny. Start of My Life by Lucy Scott. I do want to read this one, and I'm reading my first Lucy Scott book now. But yeah, I just find it, stuff about books will always be my heart. Like, the amount of books I bought where the book is about books, and I bought it because it's about books but I don't know what it's about, you know. Yeah, cute. And then this is the second or third one. Again, the lightning. It would have been better if the theme was kind of all similar, or if it was all portraying the same picture, but I mean, the first one I showed you was a dagger, like a sword, and this is lightning. And then the other one, can't remember, but we'll see in a second. Read this. Interesting. Again, about books. Not had a clue what it's about, and then I read it, and then I realised there was 2 competing authors. He likes literary fiction, she likes romance, and they'll be like, and it was very good. Again, that's really not special about that one, but yeah. What on this shelf? Now, I have a lot on that shelf. It was like purely special editions, and I think I've got 3 there. I do have these 2, and I've only read this one. Girl Goddess Queen, To Hell with Love, and from Waterstones, and this is about Persephone and Hades. And yeah, I ran to find this. Like, I'm not kidding, I ran. I think there's something on the dust cover. Yes, I was right. Usually from Waterstones books you don't actually get like these prints. Normally the actual cover itself is really, really bland. I mean, I'm not obsessed with it, but it's still very pretty. The second one came out like a year later. I have not read this one. The End Crowns All. I have not read this one, so don't know what it's about. Love Cause as well, love that. And then the dust cover is not a clue. Absolutely not a clue. I need to get around to reading that because, again, this is the last book, and then I've completed the duology. But am I going to get to it anytime soon? Probably not. And then this is from The Works. I have read The Powerless. I have annotated every single one of these. Loved him. But then I just saw this and I thought, kind of want it. So I bought it. Didn't need it. I now have 2. They need the exact same cover. One of them's annotated and one of them's not. Don't come for me. I don't know. This one's new and I'm very, very excited. I saw this on Waterstones, God, a very long time ago. And yeah, this is the person who wrote Light Lark, and I'm so excited for her to get on her debut romance novel. I like how simple it is. It's just really, really nice. and then it's got pieces flying around, and the inside is probably one of my favourite things about it. Like, how nice does that look? That's like girly heaven. That is my room thrown up on the inside of a book, you know? And it's signed. Better. Tenfold. This one is a butterfly edition, I believe. Unsure. But yeah, the Curse of Ophelia. I mean, the cover's alright, but the main reason I bought it without even knowing what it is because of that. Obsessed with that. And then the cover itself is mediocre. Haven't read it. But yeah, I just saw that and I thought, straight in my basket. I don't know, I think it's very pretty. Very pretty. And then I do have the whole series of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I got these all off TikTok shop because toxic that I now know that's availability for special editions, because that's where I'm spending all of my money, especially when there's a sale on. I've read the first one, haven't read. This one is tiny. Is it called Killjoy? Yeah. So they all come with like a thread bookmark. And then there is, but it's not really special. I wish that these pictures all connected to something else, but it's fine. And then I have Killjoy, which is absolutely tiny and it's got footsteps going down it. Really, really small. Good Girl, Bad Blood, with earphones. And then As Good as Dead. I didn't actually realise this was so big, it's huge. Yeah, I'll get round to this at some point. And then I have the first book in the Shatter Me series. This is just from Waterstones. I have read it. I do have all of these standard editions, like the paperbacks, but then I saw these came out and I was like, yes please. I have recently just read the second one, which I prefer the cover of just because it's mommy, and the third one is a green one, which I have yet to purchase, but I have the paperback book, which you might be able to see. Ignite Me, that's the third one there. Yeah. On my top shelf up there, I do have the Fourth Wing series. I only have one special edition, and that's Onyx Storm, just because I pre-ordered this such a long time ago, and it's not like it's just Waterstones, not really that special. But the picture, I think the picture's in all the books, but I just love it so much. I was going to annotate this, but then I chickened out and then bought the standard edition, so I now want to get different ones of this as a picture. Then I'm gonna have my own like Fourth Wing shelf, because Fourth Wing will always have a place in my heart, always. And then last but not least, I do have two special edition books that I'm reading this month. One is Darker by 4, and this is a Fairy Loot edition. I really like, especially the fact that that hand's got a guy in it and that hand's got a girl in it. It's just like the little fine prints. Love that. Got some butterflies there. I like the insides. The insides are really, really nicely designed. Love that. And then, and this one is a butterfly one. This one, I don't know what it's about. I'm not gonna lie, but it's just because I hate spiders. I am petrified of spiders. But I just saw this cover and I thought I kind of want that one. I mean, the actual cover itself is just alright. That makes me want to die a little bit. Hate that. But yeah. So that's currently what I currently have. I do have loads of plans. Like, I want to read the ACOTAR. I haven't read ACOTAR. I've read the first one. Then I want to read The Throne of Glass. And I know you can get special editions of those, or you can get dust covers for the paperback books that you've already read and annotated, which I might go for, which has, I'll try and get a picture here, it has a beautiful picture of the landscape and the mountains in the background, and I think it's got like a deer like at the front fold. I want stuff like that. Again, all these aren't really like custom designed. I know some people can get that, and I will eventually at some point in my life get some, but because I have 130 unread books, as you saw, I have a lot of like special editions that I have not read yet. I'm not allowing myself to spend loads and loads of money on books that, one, I've already read and I'm just wanting the special edition versions of them, or two, more special edition books that I just need to read when I haven't read the ones I currently have. I won't allow it. Maybe next time I do this video I might have an updated version. Probably. I'm not gonna question it, probably. maybe once a year, see how much it changes, see how much updates, see how much more books I get, see, not a clue. I just want to give more of an updated version of it. But yeah, my shelves, shopaholic, bookaholic, what can you say? Because I order so many books like ahead, like I pre-order them, I forget how many books I actually buy, and that's happened a lot. So this is where this accumulation of all these books have come from. And I have my Fairly monthly subscription, which is just, I used to have more. I used to have 2 or 3 at a time, which is £25 per subscription, and then when you have 3, it's £75, 3 books, and it's just, it's a lot. So we're kind of trying to keep track of this. Yeah guys, thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you guys have any special editions, because I need to know if I'm not the only one with this weird edition of exclusive edition books, because it's impressive, but it's also very sad at the same time. You know, like I've only got 3 bookshelves and I have this many unread books. Anyway, loads of hugs and kisses, and I will see you in the next haul vlog. Don't know. Anyway, bye.